Welcome, my political friends of the interwebs. This is going to be a video reply for the Haas USMC. Actually, different channel. I'm going to leave a link to this video that I'm replying to underneath here. Definitely check it out. Haas has a couple of different channels. This one, that he has this video up is kind of his political gig. The video was titled Westboro Baptist Fags. And in this video, he's basically making a very hardcore stance for the First Amendment, which I can appreciate to some degree. I'm not, Haas, I'm not the absolutist that you are, because I think that there has to be balance in the universe. And what I mean by that is I am completely okay with telling somebody that they do not have the right to yell fire in a crowded theater. And there's good reasons for that, because some jackass in the past, I guarantee you this, was in a crowded theater and thought it would be hilarious to yell fire, and people probably died. You know, so when you're exercising your quote unquote First Amendment right and you get people killed, clearly that's an abomination of the spirit of the First Amendment. Now, having said that, this discussion seems to be about, and I apologize, I did not view the video that you're replying to in this, but it seems to be that you're making the argument that the Westboro Baptist protesters have a right to protest funerals of fallen, in this video was Marines, but fallen soldiers. And your attitude basically is, I don't want to tell them that they can't protest the fallen soldiers' funerals because I don't want anybody to be able to say that I can't call them fags. Well, the truth of the matter is that you don't have the First Amendment right to call them fags. It's called hate speech, and hate speech is not protected speech. Okay, see, you know, that's where people make the mistake. They think that you can say whatever you want, but the truth of the matter is that you can't. Once again, I refer back to the whole yelling fire in a crowded theater thing. I believe in my heart that nobody has the right to protest a funeral. Just like nobody has a right to enter a hospital room where a woman is giving birth to scream obscenities at that woman because they quote-unquote have a First Amendment right. No. Okay? No. Funerals, hospitals, I mean, there's a million different scenarios that I can come up with that I don't think is going to endanger the Second Amendment. Okay? There's a million different ideas that examples that I can give where I do not believe anybody has the right to open their big freaking pie hole. Okay? When a family is trying to put one of their loved ones, and I don't care if it's a military person or whoever, that makes no difference to me. Some things are sacred, and you have the right to peacefully put to rest your loved ones. And nobody's First Amendment right trumps that, period. Period. And I don't care that there are other groups that get in the way of the Westboro Baptists and play blocker and all that stuff. God bless them for doing that. But the fact of the matter is that the Westboro Baptist Church is a hate organization. Now, I know the argument's going to be, well, who is it to decide who's a hate organization? And one person's hate speech is another person's, liberty speech. I understand what you're saying when you say slippery slope. But I think, here's the thing. When you say slippery slope, I think it takes common sense out of the picture. All right, to be an absolutist means that none of us have any common sense, and we have to chisel something in granite because it is what it is. I get where you're coming from, I do, and in a lot of ways I appreciate it. But let me go back to the screaming fire in a crowded theater. Free speech cannot be absolute. The actions you take can affect other people in a negative way. If a grieving mother cannot bury her child that was fallen in battle peacefully, okay, what kind of country do we live in? I mean, you're telling me that the First Amendment doesn't protect this woman's ability to grieve, ability to bury her child? I mean, I think this absolute nonsense with the Bill of Rights needs to stop. I really do. I know there are libertarians right now, their blood shooting out of their eyes. I get it. I understand it. But everybody needs to take a step back, take a deep breath, and really look at the big picture of things. Okay, just because you ban the Westboro Baptist freaks, that freak show that they got going on, Just because you ban them from protesting at a fallen military person's funeral does not mean that we're all on a slippery slope to hell and we're all going to lose our First Amendment rights. Okay? I have no idea how many years it has been illegal to yell fire in a crowded theater. I have no idea. But longer than I've been alive. And I don't feel like my First Amendment rights have been trampled on. You know, I mean, Hoss, seriously, write in the comment section that you believe that you should be able to yell fire in a crowded theater and people should be able to die because of your action, because your actions are protected. I mean, and now, if I've misunderstood what you were saying, I apologize. Please forgive me. But the way I take it is you're being very chiseled in granite, absolutist when it comes to the First Amendment. And I believe that we can't function like that, not in this society. You know, and if we can't, at the very least, bury our fallen soldiers, Marines, airmen, I mean, if we can't bury them in peace and honor, what have we become? All because a small group of nut jobs want to be nut jobs? I mean, if a judge was to say to them, you have to be, you know, no closer than 1,000 feet from the entry of the cemetery, you wouldn't be okay with that? Seriously? I don't know. Call me crazy. Call me an enemy of the Constitution, which I'm sure some hardcore libertarians are going to call me. But I just believe we got to exercise a little common sense. That's all. Seriously, that's all. A little common sense. Nobody's going to lose their First Amendment rights if we don't allow people to protest at funerals. Nobody. Just like nobody lost their First Amendment rights except for the nut job who ultimately yelled fire in a crowded theater and got people killed. Hopefully they hung that bastard. I have no idea. So anyway, that's all I got. Hoss, if I misunderstood you, I apologize, brother. Keep up the good work. I love this channel. I can't believe it took me so long to find it. I'm sure you made me aware of it, but I had a lot going on. Keep up the good work, and yeah. Oh, hey, listen, Hoss, well, I've got you. Send me your email, dude. Yeah, I don't know if you caught my last update on the book project, but if you didn't, check that out. You'll know what to do. All right, brother. Talk to you later. See ya.